Hello, this is Cole, here with more Hexcrank Live, continuing I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Excuse me. I haven't talked really today. Last night we did Gorister's scenario and Ellen's scenario. So now I'm going to fire up. I want to do at least Benny and Nimdok today. So let's do it.
Benny, you know you've always been my favorite torture tool. Well, I'm giving you now a chance to stoop to new lows, to give in to your bestial desires. I'm going to let you find some food to eat. I'll even repair your brain so that you can think normally again and savor the horror of your repast.
This cavern isn't like any of the others Am has sent me to. It's full of life, not death.
All right. Hey there, Robot and Merva.
Oh, Am, you son of a bitch! You've cleared my mind but crippled my legs. I can barely walk.
Yeah, so Benny was a soldier, and part of Am's punishment was to make him into this kind of ape thing. It's worth noting that this is different than in the short story. The whole game, really, except for the core of the concept.
This graveyard gives me the creeps.
Different
I feel
from
as though the
short
dead
story.
could speak. This is the grave of Murphy, one of my old commandos, killed in the war. This is Tuttle's grave. He lost his life while under my command. Thomas is buried here. I'd almost forgotten my life in the army before Am came to power. Are the other graves as deathly silent as this one? Are the other graves as... I guess I haven't given you any reason to speak to me after what I did to you. Why is this fence here? What's out there in the jungle? Maybe something to eat.
Yeah, that's right. Am has been starving Benny.
This looks like a tree from far away, but it's just more of that computer-generated crap.
There's the path. Caves. There we
Is
go.
that fire in those caves along the cavern wall? God, what I would give for some barbecued ribs. Is that fire? I need to find... Is that fire? I'm in no shape for climbing back up.
I do have a walk to herb. Let's walk to these.
I haven't eaten for months. The smell of food cooking nearby only makes it hurt worse. I can't figure out what I want to do with this. So much for the friggin' welcome wagon. This is the only way up to the next row of caves. Some of the twine around the baskets came loose. I can't shake any fruit loose from the baskets.
Torture.
Impressive. Someone important must live here.
Let's see.
A bag. Maybe there's food in it. There's a video screen built into the cave wall.
Hey, Jala.
This old fart looks too scrawny to be gathering nuts and berries. He must be the village elder or something.
Let's talk to him.
Wita Fuma Piba.
I can't understand his language, but he seems to be welcoming me to the village.
Hey, ignore the newcomer. Gather the villagers at the altar tomorrow to choose a sacrifice. I have spoken.
Am is going full on Star Trek.
This looks like a, what did they used to call them? Single-parent household. Probably depend upon the generosity of the rest of the village. Friggin' welfare parasites.
Cool. Hi, Jella. Doing just fine.
What's cooking in this pot? This woman looks half-starved, just like her son. Fat chance of getting a decent meal out of either of them. The boy's a friggin' mutant. There's a third arm growing out of his back. This video screen has been tampered with. There are wires hanging out of it.
They were tired of getting Am's propaganda.
I can't use this video screen with its innards hanging out. A bed made out of vines. Looks comfortable enough.
Let's talk to the family.
That son of a bitch Am ripped out my vocal cords years ago. It's a goddamn supermarket!
These pictographs. Oops.
This is where the... Primitive. These people are even more backwards than those gooks in Southeast Asia. This guard looks a lot stronger than me, but not too bright. Blondie here won't let me near the food.
Blondie, okay.
Blondie only...
Alright, so... Benny's mission, at least for now, is to get a hold of some food. Let's figure out how to
Looks like some kind of altar. Nothing but twisted wiring and recycled plastic. What's with the ropes on the crossbeams? Looks like they're used for holding someone captive.
Okay.
A fruit tree. It's been years since I've tasted real fruit. Am once coaxed me into marching across 1,000 miles of ice to reach a stockpile of canned peaches, only to discover that he didn't give me a can opener.
That was the events of the short story. Let's eat this bad boy.
Hurts! Hurts! Hurts!
All right.
I coughed up blood the last time I bit into this fruit. It's too high off the... There's so much fruit growing on this tree. It must be the village's food source.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, he cannot eat the food on his own.
Ah, manna from heaven.
Let's take a closer look at this.
I coughed up blood the last time I bit into this fruit. This is where the village...
There was a bag in the elders.
I can't climb up.
That's right, his legs are hobbled. Let's see what's in this bag.
I don't know what to do with this. I wouldn't know what to do with this even if I could take it.
Okay. Dog Nozzle makes a good point.
This is the cave.
That this game has a very distinct art style. I like the way it looks quite a bit. The backgrounds are very good. Let's see what they...
This woman is plainly starving, but she'd rather me give the food to her son.
Oh, thank you for food.
I am very hungry. Where can I get some food?
There is fruit in Food Cave. It comes from the trees.
Oh, he speaks through the screen. It's like a translator.
I tried eating the fruit. It only made me sick.
You bleed when you eat. When I was young and not so different, my mother chewed it for me first, and then fed me.
You look like you don't eat very much.
Mother and I not allowed in Food Cave. Villagers are afraid of me and let me starve.
How are we able to talk?
I learned to talk using Am screen. I am smart, but villagers think smart is defective. I wish I were strong, so then they would give me food too.
Defective? That's tough.
Sometimes, but I am spared lottery. Villagers are afraid of me.
Lottery? What lottery?
Villagers hold lottery to choose sacrifices to Am.
The Pick Six. By which I mean they pick 6 of the villagers and slit their throats.
Is that altar in the jungle used for the sacrifices?
Yes, pieces of victim are scattered around it.
How long have these sacrifices been going on?
The sacrifice to Am machine goes on many long years. The very different must go to him soon. Not many villagers left.
Why do they sacrifice their own people to Am?
One is sacrificed, so Am does not hurt all.
What are these sacrifices like?
The sacrifice to Am hurts very bad. There are better ways to die. Almost any way is better.
Are the victims buried in the graveyard?
I know nothing about graveyard.
I need to go find some food. I'll see you later.
Okay, well, the kid talked about his mom being down, being DTBB, you know, down to baby bird. So let's get some fruit.
Ah, manna from heaven.
So Benny can learn about cooperation. This is a weird episode of Sesame Street. We can all share your mom's mouth.
Amazing. This woman digested the food and then regurgitated it back to me, like a bird feeding its young. That son of a bitch Am ripped out my vocal cords years ago. I am getting very tired.
You now family. You used our bed. Go sleep.
Alright, don't mind if I do.
That sleep wasn't nearly long enough.
A very short, very bright
I wonder
night.
where the boy's mother went. Where is your mother?
She go to altar to help choose Am's sacrifice.
I need to go find some food. I'll see you later.
Well,
The village is quiet today. Too quiet.
she is...
Why is everyone gathered
sacrifice.
around the altar? Why is everyone gathered around the altar? The old fart seems to be in charge here.
Ta cho shama am.
Looks like some kind of lottery. That's the mutant child's mother.
She got the black marble.
Wocho shanan.
It looks like she's been chosen to be sacrificed.
Wita fuma piba.
It sounds like he'll let me watch.
Am vela tacho.
I am the great and powerful. You didn't bring me Toto, but I accept the chosen one. You shall not feel my wrath today. Am I swell or what?
Judas Priest, Am blasted her to bits. What am I going to do for food now?
Alright, Benny's plan was to eat her.
There's burnt plastic and twisted metal where bits and pieces of the woman should be. I wonder if they're going to bury the remains.
Look around you. You're standing on
There's
the
burnt
remains.
plastic and... I wonder if... There's nothing here.
Huh.
There's burnt I wonder if...
Yeah, nothing to eat there. Do I deliver the bad news?
I'm sorry. Your mother is dead.
I know. Me sorry too. She only want to care for me. Except you.
What will happen to you?
No food. No safe from lottery. Either way, not good.
Why don't you run away from here?
Bad idea to run. Villagers hunt me down. Become sacrificed to Am machine.
I need to go find some food. I'll see you later.
Is that person away who is guarding the... No, he's still here. Dang it.
Blondie only seems...
The elder's out. Maybe I can...
The village elder must be out gathering food.
Let's...
This bag is full of many white marbles and one black one.
Lotto bag. See if Am has any answers. No, it's not active. Wait, maybe...
Speaking in the third person, Am, which is I, Am is satisfied with the sacrifice. He, that is to say I, will spare the village, his, that is to say my, wrath for today. I have, as I said before, spoken. Speaking in the third person, Am, which is I, Am is satisfied with the sacrifice. He, that is to say I, will spare the village, his, that is to say my, wrath for today. I have, as I said before,
I have
spoken.
an incomplete understanding of the literary devices that he decides to use. Let's read here. Basically looking for things that have changed. So the fruit tree is useless to me. Everybody still gathered the sacrifice grounds, maybe...
Looks like it's empty. Vines. I wonder if they're edible.
Let's find out.
It's not just built into the wall. It's part of the wall. Hurts! Hurts! Hurts!
That's right, everything is chips and such.
It's damp in here. At least the fire's warm. Looks like a primitive cradle. It's empty. I wonder where the baby is.
Search your feelings,
Jesus,
dog.
I'm hungry.
Oh, God. I forgot about that.
Gather food, but don't give any of it to the deviant. He's not part of the community.
See if anything changed over here.
Thomas is buried. I'd almost forgot. This is Tuttle's. This is the grave of Mur.
I know I'm supposed to do something with these guys. Eventually they become...
You left me for dead in the field. The bullet in my brain came from your gun.
I've learned to be compassionate to those who suffer.
With what happened at the altar, you haven't changed any that I can see, Commander. I should put a bullet in your brain, just like you did to me.
Oh, it took a psych hit from that.
What can I do to prove that I am a different man?
Give us proof of your newfound empathy.
My tour of duty was almost over. But because I knew your secret, you held my head under the paddy water until I drowned. Your secret died with me, and soon it will die with you.
What can I do to prove that I am a different man?
Show us that you're able to think of someone other than yourself.
I tried to help, Brickman, but you'd have none of that. If you couldn't carry your own weight, then you were worth more dead than alive, and anyone willing to carry some extra weight was a liability.
What can I do to prove that I am a different man?
Give us evidence that you have some sympathy for others.
Okay, I need to find a way to be selfless. Maybe I can give some fruit to the boy?
Ah, manna from heaven.
Oh, thank you for food.
I can't care for you. I have my own problems.
You care. You may not do anything, but you care. Me know.
I stole the lottery bag from the village elder.
You brave. You have lottery bag. But you must hide it or they find.
I don't think he understands what I'm trying to say. Look, I'll do what I can, but no promises.
Thank you. I promise for you.
Maybe that's enough. Maybe that's enough to prove that I am different, not just to wildly assert it.
I have the lottery bag. No more villagers will be sacrificed.
Show the lottery bag to Thomas.
I can't bury this.
No.
I have the lottery bag. No more villagers will be sacrificed.
You prove that you're capable of caring for others, and that's worth something.
Place the lottery bag into the earth. We will guard it.
We forgive you for what you've done to us, but we can't speak for your most tragic victim. Brickman's grave is under those vines.
Over here.
Here it is. Brickman's grave.
Let's talk to him and find out who my most tragic victim is.
Hello, Commander. I'm not exactly happy to see you again. I last saw your face just before I got it right between the eyes.
I don't blame you for hating me, Brickman.
You don't blame me? You did this to me. You murdered me because I didn't measure up to your standards. Then you killed the witnesses.
I stopped the lottery from happening. Doesn't that prove I now have compassion?
You might have changed for the present, Commander, but you still have crimes in the past to account for.
What can I do to make amends to you, Brickman?
You have to bury the past, Commander.
This one again. Oh wait, shit, I remember what to do. I remember because it's kind of weird and not very intuitive.
Ah, manna from heaven. I can't bury this. The ground's too hard. I have something to plant on your grave.
At last, some compassion. Now I can finally rest in peace.
Those flowers make Brickman's grave seem so peaceful. Rest in peace. This is the grave.
We're behind you all the way, Commander.
These men never supported me like this under my old command.
Well, because you shot them.
We're rooting for you, Commander.
These men never...
Have courage, Commander.
These men never supported me like... There's a video.
Speaking in the third person, Am,
I need to
which
wait
is
for the
I,
clock to tick
Am
forward.
is satisfied with the sacrifice. He, that is to say I, will spare the village, his, that is to say my, wrath for today. I have, as I said before, spoken.
I buried the lottery bag where no one will ever find it.
No lottery means new way to choose victim. I'm more scared now.
Ah, you screwed it up.
The boy's still here. I wonder when the next sacrifice will be. I need to go find some food. I'll see you later. This looks like a good hiding place.
Let's see what the Elder screen says. The Elder
Gather the
screen
villagers at the altar tomorrow to choose a sacrifice or suffer the wrath of Am.
Yeah, it's always a sacrifice with you.
He's motioning towards the video monitor.
But the lotto
Gather
did
the
not
villagers
stop
at the altar
sacrifices.
tomorrow to
Or
choose a
losing the lotto bag
sacrifice
did not stop the
or
sacrifices.
suffer the wrath of Am.
Let's see what this other one says.
Gather food, but don't give any of it to the deviant. He's not part of the community.
I don't know who the deviant is. Should probably tell the boys
This
that
is
the
the cave.
sacrifices are continuing.
Am wants to have a sacrifice tomorrow, even with the lottery bag missing. Why don't you hide in the hole, just in case?
I afraid of hole. Need friend to hide with. You too big to go in hole.
All my friends are far away from here or dead. I have no friends to hide with you.
Me get idea. I make friend and then I hide. You help me.
Oh, he wants a doll.
What can I do to help you make a friend?
I need head for friend.
I'll see what I can find.
Okay. Because you kind of always have to do the most fucked up option, and I've only seen one head.
There's burnt plastic. I wonder if they're going to... Here's an interesting piece of junk. Funny. I had lost interest in anything that wasn't edible until I met the boy.
It's a mom head. Can't talk to it. Can't do a whole Yorick thing.
There's burnt plastic and twisted metal where bits and pieces of the woman should be. I wonder if they're going to bury the remains. Blondie here won't...
Alright, well, let's give the boy's mom's head to the boy.
I don't think he understands. I found this piece of junk at the altar. It looks kind of like a head.
Thank you. I can use this to make doll's head.
What else do you need to make a friend?
I need body for friend.
I'll see what I can find.
I think a piece of fruit has to be the body.
Ah, manna from heaven. What else do you need to make a friend?
I need body.
I'll see what...
Maybe I give it to him?
Oh, thank you for food.
What else do you need to make a...
I need body.
I'll see what I...
Okay, what else would suffice for a body? Nothing in the cauldron, those vines aren't anything. Nothing interactable here. Maybe the leftmost cave?
I wouldn't know what to do with Izzy.
Fire. Maybe I can take these vines now.
There's a loose wire among these vines.
Oh. If there's something in this pantry that I can take, maybe I can tie this up.
I can't figure... Blondie.
I think maybe I combine the wire with the fruit to make a body.
Ah, manna from heaven. I don't know what to... This is... I found a piece of wire.
Thank you. I can use this to tie a doll's head to body.
What else do you need to make a friend?
I need body.
I'll see what I can...
Okay, this might be pixel hunt kind of thing, so... See? Everybody saw that piece of wood, right?
Blondie here won't let me near the food. Blondie here won't let me near the food.
I can't push the guard.
This guard looks a lot...
Maybe if I give him some fruit.
I think he wants me to put my fruit into a basket.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Here's another piece of fruit to add to the collection, as if they need it anymore. I can't eat it anyway.
Okay, I think now I can take the piece of wood.
I know someone who might like a piece of polished wood.
That is the weirdest pickup line.
I found a piece of wood that could be used for a body.
Thank you for help with doll. Me go play in hole.
Well, it's about time you hid the kid. I was beginning to have my doubts about whether you'd make it this far, even with my help.
Are you Am?
Heavens, no. I used to work for him, but now I'm working for the Russian.
Who is the Russian?
Why, he's the one who's been helping you out. You didn't think Am would give the child the ability to make a translator out of this video screen, did you?
You know who I am?
Of course. I know all about your adventures in the village. You're a crazy bunch here with that lottery and all.
Yeah, that's the same voice actor as Benny.
How can you help me?
Now that you've shown your comrades that there's some hope for you, you should work on the person you wronged the most.
I've been Am's prisoner for more than 100 years. Why help me now?
You and the rest of the humans are in serious trouble. Am's a big boy now, much meaner and smarter than when he first started his tortures.
What's the use of helping me if Am's so damned invincible?
The Russian and the Chinese have been acting in concert to make it possible for you and the other humans to succeed in Am's newest game. If you join them, you can defeat Am. Wait for your cue.
So yeah, there's a piece of backstory here that will make sense of this. Am, the original Am, the Allied Master Computer, was an American, a Western construct that was kind of created to match, you know, in an arms race kind of way, a similar computer made by Russia and another one made by China. And Am merged with all of them. However, the Russian and China ones are turning against him. His component parts are revolting.
Thanks for your help. How can you help me?
Now that you've shown your comrades that there's some hope for you, you should work on the person you wronged the most.
Thanks for your... I wonder how the boy's doing in that hole. The boy's gone. The villagers must have found him.
Uh-oh.
The village is quiet today. Too quiet.
So all of this has been about Benny learning to be helpless. Or not helpless, God, learning to be selfless. That's a weird slip.
Tada Stramwan Bank.
Damn! Am must have told the villagers where I hid the lottery bag and the boy.
Latana Shama Halt.
They're going to sacrifice the boy unless I think of something quick.
Alright, here are my options. Ask if I can eat the boy instead, threaten the village elder into releasing the boy, offer to take the child's place. This entire scenario has been about learning to be selfless, so... Ooh, indeed.
Ukom Vitastrawan.
The elder seems amazed that I would show compassion to the boy, but I think he's going to go for it. Why, the boy's giving me his doll. Gratitude for being spared the pain of being sacrificed. No, more than gratitude. Compassion. For me.
Benny. No. I send you out among the prey, and instead of indulging your hunger to keep me amused, you show them compassion. You should know better by now. Your reward will be more years of searing, blistering anguish, Benny. Who among you shall go next?
Let's do Nimdok.
Nimdok, you are kindred spirit to me. Even if you don't realize it fully yet, you must sense it there in your blood and fiber. I've constructed an adventure of sorts to revive your failing memory. I want you to find the lost tribe of humanity and continue your eminent scientific research.
This compound looks familiar. But why would Am bring me here to look for a lost tribe? There are gates and fences. Who could be lost in such a secure area?
Okay,
This guard is the picture of good health. His gun is quite impressive too.
let's talk to this guy.
You must let me leave. I have urgent business elsewhere.
I cannot let you pass, Doctor. You're due in surgery. Dr. Mengelé's orders. You get only one warning, Doctor. Dr. Mengelé's orders cannot be disobeyed. Go to surgery at once.
Talk to this guy, see what's up.
Why are you imprisoned here? You have the features of a man of intellect.
Is this an official interrogation, Nimdok? Or are you mocking me?
You know me?
I thought I did. Until you had me arrested for refusing to condone your experiments.
Experiments? I know nothing of experiments.
Your sense of humor is as sick as your methods, Doctor. How can you act so innocent after having maimed or killed hundreds in the name of science?
You are saying we were colleagues of some kind? Ridiculous.
There's no need to distance yourself from me. I was once your friend. Now I am your enemy.
Why would I bother to have you imprisoned like this?
The regime needed answers, but I stood in your way. Well, now you have them.
Do you know of the lost tribe? I must find it.
Haven't you taken enough subjects for your experiments, Doctor? Or are there more mass graves to fill?
I know nothing of what you talk about. This conversation is over.
Yeah, this scenario is the one exception to the game looking really good. You can kind of see how these buildings are just bitmaps of 3D images. Got a little bit of a Donkey Kong Country kind of effect going on.
This door is the most solid structure in the car.
Where have you been, Nimdok? We are waiting on you to perform.
You were waiting for me?
I am sorry that I will not be able to assist after all. This may be the last opportunity we have together before the end of the war to finish our research.
Ah, yes, the research. Let us talk about this research.
We will have time for that after the surgery. Meet me at the
He will be at the complex. It has been a while since I saved.
A youth with 1945 stamped beneath. There is something familiar about this.
Somebody cheaped out on the calendars.
Finally, Doctor. Everyone's waiting on your expertise.
It has been a long time since I have seen ether used as an anesthetic.
Let's take that.
I'm sorry, Doctor. The ether is necessary for the surgery.
The scalpel is coated with dried blood. I doubt that anyone has bothered to sterilize.
Sorry, keep on skipping that dialogue. I guess let me click. Let's look around some more.
The anesthetist is administering ether to the patient. This child cannot be more than 8 years old. What am I to do?
Ah, you are testing me because I'm new here. Today's procedure requires the removal of the lower section of the subject's spinal cord.
What is the purpose of such a procedure?
You and Dr. Mengele will process the spinal fluid from this and the other adolescent subjects. The fluid will then be used to formulate the serum.
What is the nature of this serum?
I cannot reveal sensitive regime secrets in such a public setting. You need not worry, Doctor. I remember my military training as well as my medical knowledge.
What is Dr. Mengele's position?
Dr. Mengele is the master surgeon of this facility and one of the regime's finest minds. You are fortunate to be his associate.
What is your function?
I will be administering ether to the subject throughout this procedure. We would not want this little maggot to stir and ruin your handiwork.
An ether anesthetist, also known as a ragman.
I cannot carry out this procedure.
I can see that you don't look well, Doctor. If necessary, Dr. Mengele can take over for you.
This must be the recovery room. There is heat coming out of this vent.
I need to save this boy.
Guards, come here quickly. Dr. Nimdok has gone berserk.
I must leave before the guards apprehend me.
Can't take the boy.
This patient has been too damaged by his surgery to live a normal life. This patient will never recover.
This is a well-known fact about this game if you've ever looked at it, but for people who are unaware, this whole scenario was cut out of the release in, I think, Europe in general, just because of Germany's laws against portraying anything related to the Nazi regime. So in the European version of the game, you cannot get the best ending.
It is difficult to see what purpose this surgery serves other than to mutilate the patient.
Yeah, they're all out.
I smell burnt flesh, but this is obviously not a kitchen. These ovens are more monstrous than anything Am has ever constructed. A gold watch. I am surprised its owner was able to keep it long enough to reach this place. These pliers must be used for extracting gold fillings and teeth from the corpses.
Look at these records.
According to these records, hundreds of corpses were incinerated here. It would be suicide to be caught with such sensitive records. This lever must be used for setting the oven temperature. This foolish man is tangled in barbed wire.
Let's get him out.
Oh, that hurts.
How could you so foolishly be caught in the wires?
I was trying to escape, but I was so weak. I fell and got caught.
Why do you risk escaping in such poor physical condition?
That timing was hardly of my own choosing. I learned that I was to be among the next batch of volunteers.
For what were you being given the privilege to volunteer?
Experimentation, they say. Extinction is more like it. Surely you, of all people, know the regime's plan for the lost tribe.
I will summon one of the doctors.
No, I'm better off here than under the knives of you butchers.
There is nothing I can do for you.
You can at least help me end my misery. That would give you the pleasure of seeing another one of us die, you cold-hearted bastard.
There is an inscription.
I hope you're happy with the regime that you set up. Your science could have saved the world. Instead, it conquered it.
What is the importance of the year 1945? It seems to have some significance.
Never forget the year 1945, Nimdok. That was when the truths about you and your unholy experiments came out.
I seem to recall that you speak Latin. What is engraved on this watch?
The engraving says time is truth. And since your time is running out, I'll keep the watch.
I am starting to recall that you do have cause to hate me.
You want to make amends? Get me out of here.
Here, you should be able to escape with this.
Pliers for cutting the wires? Yes, I think this would make escape possible. But don't think that one good deed will make up for all those poor innocents you butchered.
Okay.
Continue your research. The extinction of the lost tribe is near at hand. The regime shall vanquish all of its enemies.
Another person.
This man's eyes have been surgically removed. The surgeon who did this has great skill. Incredible! A wire connects this patient's optic nerve to a jar containing 2 human eyes. What have you done to deserve removal of your eyes?
Please, disconnect the wires.
Why are your optic nerves wired to the eyeballs in the jar?
Please.
This guy's got a one-track mind.
Who did this to you? He has great surgical skill.
Don't admire the handiwork, Nimdok.
Disconnect the wires.
This should ease your suffering.
The things I see now, a trinity of 3 beasts, one like us, one from the east, one from the steppes. They speak in numbers. A lost tribe of our brothers sleeping on the moon. They sleep in darkness, unseen by the beasts. Such a vision, so tiring. I have to rest.
These eyes seem perfectly preserved, almost alive. He is not conscious.
I gained psych. I gained mental health there by being merciful.
I recognize this child. He was in the operating room. How are you feeling?
I feel okay. I'm not hurt like the others here.
Do you know who I am?
You are Nimdok? You are more frightening in person than in legend.
What do you know of me?
The things you do are terrible. We small ones are your lab rats.
Are you saying that the doctors here have been using children for experimentation?
No, not all the doctors. You and Dr. Mengele sent all the good doctors to the prison yard.
So, I am a legend to you.
Yes, but we have our own legends. Legends that owe nothing to your regime. You will fail, no matter how many of us you cut apart.
Why do you say that the regime will fail?
The golem will finish you. It will not be mastered by your regime. The golem will wake up, and when it sees with its own eyes the evil you have done, it will turn on you and save us.
Get some rest.
We will not rest until your regime is destroyed.
Oh, they're amassing forces.
Emergency! The prisoners have seized the compound. Gather all research materials and evacuate to the bunker. Evacuate!
Gotta hide them peepers.
It is safely hidden in the box. You must let me go. With these materials, I may be able to remedy the atrocities I have committed.
You can't fool me, Nimdok. You are an unredeemable butcher. But you are one of us, like it or not.
Why do you say that I am one of you?
You denied your heritage and turned your own parents into the regime. But you're still a member of the Lost Tribe. And that makes your crimes all the more heinous.
Does that mean you will allow me to go?
Since you did help us to escape, we'll give you a head start. Then we'll hunt you down and kill you like the dog you are.
I must leave this place. It seems I was once the wolf. Now, I am the quarry. Faces. Faces of people in torture.
Hey, MASW. Merva raises a good point, saying it's interesting that this is the first time the game isn't trying to make us sympathize with the protagonist, nor see the horror of their torture as necessarily undeserved. Yes, Nimdok is a monster.
I have not seen so many corpses since... my memory is not what it used to be.
The only thing that makes him even somewhat relatable is the fact that he is amnesiac, that he's so senile he doesn't remember. And there's a hefty amount of denial in there too, because even with the evidence right in front of his eyes, he does not fully accept it until the end.
I know this place. Some of my greatest accomplishments were made here. Morphogenics, the ability to reorganize DNA at will. Did Am discover my work in this area? Is this how he was able to alter Benny and play other cruel tricks on the rest of us?
Dead I am the rat becoming a cat.
It is too heavy.
Yeah, it's also implied that Am got a lot of his torturous streak from incorporating the data from this era.
A teletype machine. There is a message in it. The message reads, cease all work on Project Perfect Image. Confidential. The leader is dead, having looked on the face of the future using the prototype device. This leaves the regime ripe for invasion. Destroy all work in progress. This technology must not be allowed to fall into the hands of the enemy. The legends are true. This must be the golem of lost tribe folklore. This vat contains a silvery liquid. Mercury, perhaps. Such a strange combination of scientific plans and mystic symbols. This has something to do with the golem, but the meaning is not clear.
It is rare for a game that covers this era in world history and portrays Nazism to actually acknowledge and show this part of it. There are many, many World War II games, but most of them just show the soldier side of it, not necessarily what they were protecting or enabling. The exception being modern Wolfenstein, I guess. Hey, Mr. Pazak.
I see a mirror. It was obscured by the light. What is this mirror doing here?
I don't want to look at that just yet. That is the device, so let us grant this golem eyes.
These eyes fit into the golem's sockets perfectly. Golem, wake up! Nothing happened. This is pointless.
Okay, maybe I have to use...
Oh my God, it is true. 1945, turning my Jewish parents over to the Nazis for extermination. I have found the lost tribe. It is me. Gollum, wake up.
Nothing.
Nothing happened. I dare not return to the camp. I doubt the prisoners will give me a second chance. So much death, so much evil. I am responsible for all this suffering. Faces of people in torture. I am passing through the wall.
They're not as alike as I thought, Nimdok. The spark of humanity somewhere. Always that wretched little spark. You've confronted your past, but you refuse to continue your research. That's what I asked you to do. Since you now identify with your victims, I suppose it's only right that I let you experience their tortures, too. Ah, you're the last?
That is not the ending of that section. I went through the wall prematurely. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what I did wrong. We're going to do this real quick. So I have to use the ether.
That feels much better.
I have to use the ether to dull his pain.
Thank you. Thank you.
And then cut him loose.
I heard this in the hospital when the doctor thought I was sleeping. Waken the sleeper, utter the truth, and kiss him.
He is free, but he has lost consciousness.
Okay.
I hope you are happy with the regime that you set up. Your science could have saved...
What?
Never.
I seem to recall... What?
The engraving...
I am starting to recall that...
You want...
You must...
Is that so?
What did I miss? Oh, you know what? God, sorry to make you guys watch this. I know exactly what I missed, because I was rushing. I forgot to talk to the small boy.
How are you feel?
I feel okay.
Do you...
You are...
What?
This...
Are you...
No.
So?
Yes, you will...
Why?
The god...
Get...
We will not...
What is... Oh my God! It is true! 1945!
Okay, so I have what I need to wake up the golem now.
Such a strange... This has something... These are...
His eyes fit in the golem perfectly.
The man caught in the barbed wire said to waken the sleeper, utter the truth, and kiss him. Time is truth. The truth is that for me, it shall always be 1945. Nothing This. The truth is that I regret any crimes I committed in my past life. Nothing. Nothing happened. Gollum. The truth is that
there we go.
Gollum, follow me into the laboratory.
Nimdok, I was afraid I had lost you back there. It is good to see you and our new friend.
How did you escape the mob?
Did you forget that the compound has a secret escape route? Well, no matter. I see that you have revived the Golem.
You know about the Golem?
Of course! Part of the master plan is to strip the lost tribe of everything, even their folklore.
I read the teletype. What is Project Perfect Image?
That was a secret project in the area of reflective surfaces. It bestows the clarity to see yourself with utter objectivity. Unfortunately, it worked too well.
You mean that it worked well enough to drive the leader into committing suicide?
The leader's death is a serious blow to us all. But our Golem is more than powerful enough to destroy the lost tribe.
I looked into the mirror. I now remember everything with crystal clarity. The research camps, the serum.
Ah, yes, the youth serum. Your research demanded the deaths of many children, but your hard work was successful. Eternal youth for those who deserve it.
That last part is a bit of a sticking point.
Now I know how Am was able to keep us alive for so many years.
Your youth serum can sustain us forever. We have all the time we need to resurrect the regime.
Excuse me, Doctor. I need to get a breath of fresh air. Gollum, kill Dr. Mengele. He was a pig.
That felt good.
Gollum, follow me outside.
Nimdok, I knew that you would lead us to where the regime would resume its atrocities. We are here to make you pay for what you did to us. To pay in blood.
Gollum, I transfer control of you over to the lost tribe.
So, you admit your crimes. But that does not release you from punishment. Now the Golem will serve the purpose for which it was constructed. Golem, kill Nimdok.
We're not as alike as I thought, Nimdok. A spark of humanity somewhere. Always that wretched little spark. You've confronted your past, but you refuse to continue your research. That's what I asked you to do. Since you now identify with your victims, I suppose it's only right that I let you experience